I'll bet somebody somewhere has written a coffee table book about outhouses. Yeah, this one, it didn't make that book. Hey guys, welcome back to B&B Farms, where our goal is to try and live with our land and not just on it. You know, we had great hopes today. We're going to do a bluegill fishing video, but Mother Nature had other plans. It has rained and rained and rained here. So we had to make a last minute adjustment. We thought we would take you around our property and show you some of the stuff that projects or stuff that we get into around here. I think we've mentioned in videos in the past that this property used to be a public campground. It hadn't been open for some many years, but a lot of that infrastructure is still here in various states of decay. And I think we'll start right here. This is an outhouse. It was one of, let me think here, 1, 2, 3, 4 outhouses that were on the property. I guess this counts as a 4-holer, even though it had a men's and women's side, and it was individual stalls. But yeah, we had 4 of these on the property. We've actually transformed 2 of them into something else. This is what it looks like before we started on them. So we'll come in a little closer. We'll show you what you can do with an old outhouse. Here we go. Yeah, perfect. So you can see, obviously, that this particular outhouse is in a terrible state of disrepair. Again, they were all men's and women's outhouses. There's just a concrete vault under here. A typical outhouse, you're thinking that it just dumps waste on the ground. That's not what happens here. There are lakes and ponds to fish in, so all of that had to be contained. This outhouse, all of them actually, sit on a concrete vault. Think of a septic tank. And there's no way out of this vault. There's no septic field. There's no leach line. Everything is contained in here. And just every few years, they would have a pump truck come in, pump these outhouses out. But this one, yeah, it's about done for. Just got corrugated, like some fiberglass roofing panels on it. It's just falling apart. So we're going to have to do something with it. But let's take a look at how we've transformed a couple of these. All right, so the first project we did, or the first thing we turned one of these old outhouses into, was a fish cleaning station right here. Let's take a little closer look. You can see that concrete vault that I was telling you about is right here. This is where the obviously the waste product ended up. It's sealed with a black mastic so that it wouldn't, leak out. The cat did not come with it. Jasper is trying to be in this video today. These 4 posts right here are all that remain of an original outhouse. That's the only parts that we kept. And then we just tied a new roof onto those, built a roof structure, tied a new roof onto those 4 posts. And on this particular one, we knocked those concrete risers that you saw that had the toilet lids and seats on them. We knocked those off and just built a wooden deck out of deck boards over top of it. Once we get up on top of this thing, I want to show you one of the coolest yard sale finds I've probably ever come across. It's this table right here. I was lucky enough to run across this many years ago. It's a heavy metal table, but it has a cutting board plastic top. So it's really easy on your knives. You don't need to bring your own cutting board with it. It's fantastic. We were really lucky to score this, and it is right at home on this fish cleaning station. We also went ahead and ran water to it right here. We've got electricity run to it. We can have a fan, like if in the summertime the bug's really bad, you can put a fan here to keep the bugs off of you while you're cleaning fish. You have some lights if you're trying to clean fish after dark. And the water, this is a fair weather fish cleaning station, meaning that we shut the water off in the wintertime and then turn it back on when the weather's warm. As a matter of fact, we'll be doing that probably next weekend. Turn the water back on to this old campground and get everything, put back in shape. But yeah, this turned out really well for us. We're really lucky to have this fish cleaning station so close at hand. It makes the chore of cleaning your catch that much more enjoyable, as much as it can be, and it's certainly a lot easier. So yeah, not many folks have a fish cleaning station, but you can turn an old outhouse into one if you're dedicated enough. So we've walked up the hill a little bit. We're actually up here at our cabin. This was a storage shed, like a mini barn, that we turned into a 2-story cabin. If you're interested in seeing how we did that, how you can take a storage shed and turn it into a cabin with running water, gas stove, drop us a line down in the comments and tell us that you'd like to see that, and we can do a video on that, show you how we did it. But what we're actually here to see is right here. This is an outhouse, but not the outhouse that it used to be. We've showed you what it looked like, what it began with. We've showed you what it looked like in the beginning, but we've transformed it. So we'll get the camera in here a little closer and we'll show you how we took a traditional outhouse and turned it into something else. Let's take a look. Got the prerequisite outhouse door, just so you know what you're getting into. I'll turn the light on. All right, so it's definitely a little more modern on the inside. We've got an actual flush toilet. It does utilize one of those existing risers, those concrete risers that used to be there. We've got a bathroom vanity, hot and cold running water. There's a shower we tucked back in the corner. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Again, this is strictly a warm weather shower house. We treat this like you would a camper. And by that, I mean, a camper, you pull it from site to site and you plug electricity into it, you plug water into it. Well, this outhouse is the same way. The water comes from a garden hose that we run right over to that cabin we showed you earlier, and the electricity does too. It's got an outdoor cord that we just plug it in. And here in a minute, we can take you around back and show you how we did that. So yeah, this is all just like a camper. Nothing is permanent as far as the utilities that run to it. And when the wintertime gets here, we unplug the water, we pump RV antifreeze through the entire water system in it, keeps it all from freezing, and it survives the winter just fine. And again, we're getting ready to turn the water on next week, so we'll have this back in action here in just another few days. Let's take a look around the back side of it, and I'll show you what we got back there. All right, it's kind of boy, we've had a lot of trees come down back here, so it's kind of a mess. But basically, here's that outdoor extension cord. It just runs into it. We've got a breaker in here. We can shut the power off to it. There's our garden hose bringing water over to it. And then we come off of, we've got a red nozzle here for the hot water, a blue for the cold. Underneath this plastic drum here is a 7-gallon hot water heater, I believe. And it's got a switch right here that turns it on and off. So yeah, it's got hot and cold running water, hot and cold showers. We actually used the shower in this last year when the bathroom in our house was being remodeled. It works really well. We did have to pour new concrete. We did not build a wooden deck like we did on the fish cleaning station. We've got a little video clip segment that we'll put together here and show you some of this process of when we actually began this project. It was a lot of fun. It was very rewarding. I almost forgot, and I'll bet one of you guys is going to ask me, how do you pump this tank out? If there's no septic field, no leach field, and this gets full, how do you get it pumped out? Well, we thought about that. Take a look. Out of the way, Jasper. We left one of those risers, the original riser that was part of the original outhouse. We left one. So when they come pump it out, they just come in, raise the lid, drop their hose down in it, and pump it out. And I guess if it come down to it in the wintertime and you really had to go, there it is. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up. Kind of a quick overture of what you can do with an old outhouse. I know this is not the video you guys were probably expecting to see. It's certainly not the video we had planned to make. But again, due to this weather, we're just doing the best we can. Hopefully this will dry out and we'll get back on track next week for a more appropriate video, let's say. But in the meantime, Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help us out. Drop us a comment below. Again, if you want to see how we turn that garden shed or that storage shed into a mini cabin, drop us a line in the comments and we'll make that happen. Remember to be nice to one another. The world's still a crazy place. Get outside and enjoy what's around you because it is beautiful out here. Guys, we'll see you on the next video.